So, well, first of all, the road to Dharma is a motorcycle adventure, right? So we're motorcycling through the Himalayas to 4 sacred sites that have to do with freedom. In this case, the focus of the whole series is freedom. What does it mean internally to be free? And it's a mix of motorcycling, high altitude hiking, and a diverse group of characters led by Anand Mehrotra, Anand, who's a guru, our Himalayan master, if you will. And, again, I don't set him up as this high guru. I set him up as a very almost natural friend in many ways. We do that early on to just show like where he grew up in Rishikesh, the birthplace of yoga, so that people can make their own judgments on that and not feel like they're being pushed or led by him, so to speak. And as you mentioned, the characters, there's Jeff and Jen, who are going through a possible divorce or possible reuniting. She had been off alcohol for 2 years, and he wasn't quite there on the spiritual thing, right? She was trying to like bring him up to speed, right? Which I'm sure a lot of people feel like, especially women, right? They tend to be a little more advanced in this world when it comes to spirituality and maybe bringing their husbands along, which is part of why this series is cool. It's like, hey, watch this motorcycle adventure thing. And then, here comes some language that I think, men feel in their dharmic path, in their path to truth, in their spiritual quest, but maybe don't have the right words. And like, yeah, I agree with that, and okay, cool. Now it makes sense. So Jeff and Jen on the verge of divorce. Fred, who's 75 years old. My God, you start to fall in love with this guy because what courage. Motorcycling in India is crazy. All right. So for people that haven't been to India, it's nuts. There's no real rules except the rule is just take care of yourself and everyone else. And it's really dangerous. Right. And then Elle, who had just learned to ride a few weeks before the ride, is also, you just feel for these people. You kind of think, some people have said to me, at least in episode 1 and 2, you guys are a little nuts. Like, this is too dangerous. What are you doing? Right. And then I would just encourage those that are feeling like that, watching episode 1 and 2, that's good that you feel that way, because that's how people are feeling. Whether or not they're saying it, they're feeling like, what are we doing? This is a little much. And then in episode 3, it takes you to that next level and things start to pay off and it deepens. And you go, oh, I get why they're there now. And I get why they would push the envelope and do something quote unquote risky and why. And then otherwise, and then the characters, there's myself, I'm in there. I'm narrating the thing. And I relate us to Anand in terms of the guru. I give us some insights, like what's he like? And there's Mario from Michigan, who I knew actually growing up. This guy's a dreadlocks kind of freewheeling dude. And Ken, like the rational businessman, really rational businessman, just wants to know everything, but has to learn to just kind of let go and jump in. And I love Ken's, when you get to episode 5, it's one of my favorite episodes when Ken just really has to like surrender to the power of the Himalayas and really he tells the camera to shut off because he's tearing up. He's that kind of guy where he's like, hey, shut the cameras off. Doesn't want to really even show emotion. Anyway, so that's the essence of the show. It's all about freedom. We're motorcycling. We're going to sacred sites. It's beautiful. There's wisdom. There's even humor. So I really think it's a great thing for couples to watch, or for anyone, no matter how far along on the path you are.
Absolutely. And some beautiful shots. The Himalayas are incredible. I got to spend time in Tibet, went actually to Mount Everest and drove through there. I did not motorcycle though, because again, I think that is crazy.